Good morning, class of COSC 660. My name is Robin Hill. I'm a current graduate student in the school counseling program. I live in southern West Virginia with my 3 children who I homeschool during the day. This is a very rural area and big need for school counselors. So that brought me back to this program as I had recently graduated from the MFT program last year in the summer. But I had completed my practicum before I transferred out of the school counseling program. So I have some experience working in the school as a counselor, and I'd love to share that with you, following what I learned from this week's readings, which kind of focused on the mindsets and behaviors and just the roles and responsibilities of the school counselor according to the ASCA. I did get a lot from that, and that kind of leads into the work experience that I have and the appropriate and inappropriate responsibilities that are sometimes put on the school counselor. In my experience, I found that we have a shortage of staff, especially teachers. So the school counselor was often asked to step into the classroom, to take over classes, to kind of do more than their duties or their responsibilities according to the ASCA. So one thing that my supervisor and I were asked to do often was to step in and proctor exams. And if we weren't doing that, if we weren't, taking over the exams, we were standing in for bus duty or lunch duty and all of these things. And at the time, I felt like it was kind of those see a need, fill a need that we should just willingly do because we want to help out. But what I've realized is anything that we're doing that is inappropriate according to the ASCA National Model, the 4th edition, anything that we're doing that's not an appropriate duty is taking away from what we could be doing that is our job. And some of those things are like analyzing data or looking at attendance and academic performance or putting together programs for these students. So the time that we were spending in classrooms or in the lunchroom or on bus duty or proctoring exams, I can't say that word right, but all the time that we spent doing that could have been spent doing what we were supposed to be doing. And looking back on that now, I kind of wonder how you guys handle situations like that when you are in the position as a counselor, or maybe you're a practicum student or internship. What are your thoughts on having to go to someone and say, like, this isn't really what I'm supposed to be doing in this moment? For me, I would go to my supervisor who was over my hours, and I would discuss these things with him. But he was also in a position where the school is extremely understaffed. It is in an underprivileged area, and there really just isn't enough hands to help out. And so that's where the responsibility kind of landed on us a lot of the times. But I am anxious to hear kind of how you would handle that, what steps you would take, because I think that is a really realistic thing that's happening in these school systems. And with counselors, a lot of our time is delegated to things that ASCA would consider inappropriate. But that's kind of where I am with it. That's a little bit of my experience. And thank you for taking the time to watch.